A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. My dear friends, colleagues and students, assalamu alaikum. I am fine well and hope that you will be the same. Dear friends, today I am going to talk on one of the most important topic of sociology, the conflict perspective. Conflict means opposition. Perspective means the broad way of looking to something. Let me start by an example. Dear students, have you ever thought on the recent chaos and uprise on social media? Colonel ki biwi, the wife of Colonel, and Amire of Takal. What you observed and that phenomena? It is the clash between two classes based on inequality, and what were the social media users sharing was actually a movement against the dominant class, which gave privileges to uppers while exploits the lower. Crimes committed by members of wealthier classes such as powerful bureaucrats, politicians, military persons, or celebrities often have less punishment than crimes committed by people of minority races, genders, or people having lower socioeconomic status. The conflict perspective. The conflict paradigm is a framework for building theory that sees society as an arena of inequality that generates conflict and change. This approach is really all about analyzing inequalities of race, class, gender, and ethnicity, and the social conflicts which result. Primarily, these conflicts are going to result in changes that will move society. The social conflict approach is an approach and to social theory that argues the society is characterized by various inequalities and conflicts that cause the people to act socially, producing change. Society, according to this approach, it is not harmonious. It is not stable. Society doesn't generate harmonious equilibrium. And who is the founder of this approach? The founder of this conflict perspective is Karl Marx. Karl Marx, you have probably heard of before. He is often credited as the founder of communism, and he was instrumental in the development of the social conflict approach. When Marx was alive, he saw the economic class as the biggest conflict facing the world, as the biggest issue facing the world, and this specific class conflict was between the bourgeoisie and the proletariat. Now, who are the bourgeoisie? The bourgeoisie you can think of as the owners. These are the people that owns the means of productions. They are the factory owners. They are the bosses. And while the second one is the proletariat, the working class, those who are. There is proletariat, and you can consider them the workers. And he saw all the society as this conflict between those two groups. A revolution as a key component to society. So he didn't the revolution was a bad thing. He thought revolution was something that was necessary to help keep the balance between the owners and the workers, because by part the owners are the ones with much more power. Now, another person that really contributed to this viewpoint was Max Weber. Weber did a bunch of research looking at the connection in capitalism and the growth of Protestantism. Protestantism is a religion in Sweden and some part of Europe which is focusing on the accumulation of wealth. So the accumulation of wealth is closely related with capitalism. What he was interested in was that Protestantism was around in Europe, but it was capitalism was spreading so fast in places where Protestantism was around. So it means that religion as powering what? Religion as powering capitalism, which was opposed by Marx. And he really looked at this idea that cultural influences can be embedded within religion, and this can have an impact on economic system. Furthermore, another sociologist who contributed to this school of thought, to this perspective, as the C.Wright Mill. C.Wright Mill is an American sociologist. He saw competition between the power elite and the rest of the people in United States of America. Now, the power elites are really small group of people, and they are really the top most powerful people within a society. So they are the top business owners, the top corporate people, the top politicians, the top generals. They together become this really small elite group, and they are the power elite. And C.Wright saw that there was a conflict between the power elite goals and what's good for the rest of the society. So he really saw the power elite as the major threat to freedom. Concluding the conflict perspective, and today takeaway messages: the social conflict approach is based on a view that society is a place for conflict-based inequality, and there is competition for resources. This is a macro-level approach. It's really broad, zoomed-out approach of what society is like. So you are looking really far back at the social structure. Karl Marx was the first to point this viewpoint, and he argued that economic class was the biggest source of inequality in life. Thank you so much. If you have any question, if you have any query, so contact in your WhatsApp group or ask your question in comments. Thank you so much.